heartbroken raftsman. From Greenville I came, all my virtues departed with the lass I did fain. From the strong darts of Cupid I've suffered much grief, and my heart's broke asunder, I can get no relief. Of my trouble I'll tell you without much delay, of a sweet little lassie my heart stole away. She's a blacksmith's fair daughter on the flat river side, and I always intended to make her my bride. I worked on the river where the white waters roll, and my name I've engraved on the high rock and shoal. I'm the boy that stands happy on the dark purling stream, but my thoughts were on Molly, she haunted my dreams. I gave her fine jewels, the finest of lace, and the costliest muslins, her form to embrace. I gave her my wages all for to keep safe. I deprived her of nothing I had on this earth. While I worked on the river I earned quite a stake. I was steadfast and steady and ne'er played the rake. O'er Camp Flat and River I'm very well known, and they call me Jack Haggerty, the pride of the town. Till she wrote me a letter which I did receive, and she said from her promise herself she'd believe, for to wed with another she'd a long time delayed, and the next time I'd see her she'd no more be a maid. To her mother Jane Tucker I lay all the blame, for she caused her to leave and go back on my name, for to cast off the riggings that God was to tie, and to leave me around her till the day that I die. So come all you bold raftsmen with hearts stout and true, don't trust to a woman 'cause you're beat if you do. But if you do meet one with a dark chestnut curl, remember Jack Haggerty and the Flat River Girl. Often has been told that British seamen bold could flog the tars of France neat and tidy, oh. But they never found their match till the Yankees did them catch. The Yankee boys for fighting are the dandy, oh. The Guerriere frigate bold on the foaming ocean rolled, commanded by proud Dacre the Grandee, oh, with a choice of British crew as a rammer ever drew. They could flog the French 2-1 so handy, oh. When this frigate bore in view, says proud Dacre to his crew, come clear the ship for action and be handy, oh. To the weather gauge boys get it, and to make easy men fight better, gave them to drink gunpowder mixed with brandy, oh. Then Dacre loudly cries, make this Yankee ship your prize. You can in 30 minutes neat and handy, oh. 35's enough, I'm sure, but if you'll do it a score, I'll treat you to a double share of brandy, oh. The British shot flew high, which the Yankees answered nigh, till they got within the distance they call handy, oh. Now says Hull unto his crew, boys, let's see what we can do, if we take this boasting Britain with a dandy, oh. The first broadside we poured carried her mainmast by the board, which made this lofty frigate look abandoned, oh. Then Dacre shook his head and to his officers he said, I didn't think those Yankees were so handy, oh. Our second told so well that their fore and mizzen fell, which doused the Royal Ensign so handy, oh. By George, to see we're done, and he fired an east-side gun, while the Yankees struck up a Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh. Let us have a little brandy, oh. Come fill your glasses full, and we'll drink to Captain Hull, and merrily we'll push around the brandy, oh. John Bull may boast his fill, let the world say what it will, but the Yankee boys for fighting are the dandy, oh. The first time I met my love was on the Monday morning, and the second time I saw her was on Tuesday afternoon, when she kissed me on the Wednesday. I couldn't wait for Thursday. But I can tell you now, me boys, that Thursday never came. 7 days are in a week in almost every circumstance, and there's 4 seasons in a year, that's what we learned at school. But never count your chickens when you're dealing with a woman, for many a wise man fell asleep and wakened up a fool. and turned it into springtime. I never thought that love could change the world so much before. I gave my heart and in return she promised me the summertime. But I can tell you now, me boys, the summer never came. 7 days are in a week in almost every circumstance, and there's 4 seasons in a year, that's what we learned at school. But never count your chickens when you're dealing with a woman, for many a wise man fell asleep and wakened up a fool. The fairest flower in Yarrow, and she refused nigh noblemen for a ploughboy from Gala. Then up bespoke her father dear, who brought them all the sorrow, saying, send him forth for to fight the night on the dewy dens of Yarrow. She kissed his lips and combed his hair, her heart being full of sorrow. Then she set him on her milk-white steed, which bore him down to Yarrow. As he came o'er yon high, high hill, down by the halls of Yarrow, there did he see the 9 lords all, but there wasn't one his marrow. He said, you're 9 and I'm but 1, in that there's not much marrow, yet I will fight ye man for man to gain the flower of Yarrow. Then 3 he slew and 3 withdrew, and 3 lay deadly wounded, when her brother John stepped in between, and he stuck his knife right through him. He never spoke more words than these, and these were words of sorrow. You can tell my true love if you please, I'm sleeping sound in Yarrow. They took this young man by the heels and trailed him like a harrow, and then they flung this comely youth in a whirlpool in Yarrow. brother dear, I dreamed a dream of dew and sorrow. I dreamed that you were spilling blood on the dewy dens of Yarrow. Oh, sister dear, I read your dream. I doubt it will bring sorrow. You may go and seek your true lover home, for he's sleeping sound in Yarrow. As she went o'er yon high hill, down by the halls of Yarrow, there did she see her own true love, lying deeply drowned in Yarrow. This fair maid's hair being 3/4 long, the colour it was yellow. She tied it around his middle waist and threw him out of Yarrow. She kissed his lips and combed his hair, as oft she'd done before. Oh, then she laid him on her milk-white steed, which bore him home from Yarrow. Daughter dear, wipe up your tears and weep no more in sorrow, for I will bring you to a higher degree than a ploughboy from Gala. Oh, hold your tongue, my father dear, I cannot help my sorrow, for a flower like my own true love will never bloom in Yarrow. This fair maid, she being tall and slim, the fairest maid in Yarrow, she laid her head in her father's arms, and she died in grief and sorrow. Captain bold in Halifax, who dwelt in country quarters, seduced a maid who hanged herself one morning in her garters. But his conscience smited him, he lost his stomach daily. He took to drinking ratafee and thought upon Miss Bailey. One night betimes he went to bed, for he had caught a fever. Says he, I am a handsome man, but I'm a gay deceiver. His candle just at 12 o'clock began to burn quite palely. A ghost stepped up to his bedside and said, behold, Miss Bailey. Good night to you, Miss, then he cried, your face looks white and mealy. Dear Captain Smith, the ghost replied, you've used me ungenteelly. The crowner's quest goes hard with me because I've acted frailly. Parson Biggs won't bury me, though I am dead, Miss Bailey. 2 cups, see, since you and I accounts for once must all close. You'll find a £1 note here in my regimental small clothes. Bribe the sexton for your grave, the ghost then vanish gaily. Bless you, wicked Captain Smith, remember poor Miss Daly. Then the captain he got out of bed, his fever now departed. His appetite being keen again for town he quickly started. He ordered beef and mutton too, as once he used to daily. He eyed the pretty ladies and forgot about Miss Daly. So come all you maidens and beware of captains and their quarters. Don't let them hand your petticoats, don't beat them near your garters. If you let them dilly-dally round your flounces daily, stay away from hemp and rope, remember poor Miss Daly.
I'd light on my love's breast, or if I was a blue cuckoo, I'd sing my love to rest, or if I was a nightingale, write and sing for you, Molly, for once I loved you, dear. I wish I was in Dublin and seated on the grass, in my right hand a jug of punch, and on my knee a lass. I'd call for liquor freely and pay before I'd go, and I'd roll my darling in my arms, let the wind blow high and low.
Good countrymen all who are fond of a bottle of malt, or the gin, or a pint of good stout. For a long time, you know, to a bar you could go and imbibe at them all till your brain it gave out. In 2 minutes flat you were sure to find chat. You were welcome to strike up a bar of a song. For crack with the boys, tall stories and lies. You went down to your local, you couldn't go wrong. But sad this cantation, the scourge of the nation, more deadly than darts and far worse than the pool. Has every man jack with his jaw hanging slack, his porter forgot he's arse stuck to the stool. His tongue without wag and his mouth round a fag, his fingernails gone bitten down to the core. Through smoke thick and thin he'll sit with a grin and watch the old box till his eyeballs are sore. From Cork up to Derry in bars they make merry when Sergeant Colombo appears on the screen. In an old Macintosh and in need of a wash, week in and week out he goes through the same scene. There's bald Mr. Kojak and fat Mr. Cannon and Barnaby Jones, no wonder I'd gripe. With great admiration they're viewed by the nation, we're suckers it seems for bravado and type. If you're playing a rubber you soon will discover the player's attention is not on the game. Their minds are distracted, their eyes are attracted to Anya O'Connor, that beautiful dame. They're peering and cheering and nobody's hearing. The count gets confused and the trumps are misled. For their minds it's absurd, they're all on the wrong board, and the turkey is won by some amateur blade. There's no more conversation on who'll run the nation, the economy's crisis of the next hurling match. It's discussed on the telly, each man fills his belly and argue he won't, he's content for to watch. And what's more insulting from all this resulting, your call for a drink is completely ignored. For the barman, the yob, has forgotten his job, and he's glued to the box while your pint's still unpoured. So proprietors all, please pay heed to my call and get rid of your carpets and mock leather seats. Throw out the old box and replenish your stocks, for 'tis great the demands you'll be called on to meet. Put a sign on your door saying porter galore, no telly, no pool, but the finest of jar. All night you'll be filling the crowds, they'll be milling for the pleasure of swilling a pint in your bar. Blackwater went over me. I met two little blackbirds perching on a tree. One of them called me a robin, the other one called me a thief. I took a